So, hello all, welcome back.
Yeah.
So, now we are
Mm,
discussing the controls in condition type controls, right? In the transaction v slash
mm,
06. Okay. So, now let me open the transaction v
mm,
slash 06 here. See, here, if we go through our condition type PR00, here we have covered
mm,
all these controls till the rounding difference comparison, right?
mm. Yeah.
So, we have covered till here.
Mm,
So now in this class, we will go through the remaining controls. Okay. See here
okay.
the first one
So,
is manual entries.
mm,
This field controls whether to change the condition type amount and the condition type value
okay.
while you are creating the
Mm,
sales document. Did you get me?
okay.
This field controls whether
Yeah.
to change the condition type
Mm,
amount and condition type value
mm,
while we are creating the sales
mm,
document. Okay, so if you would like to change, then you have to give the manual entries as
mm,
blank or see here,
mm.
blank means
Okay. Okay.
no limitations, or C means manual entries has
Mm,
priority. Okay,
mm,
so if it is D, then
okay.
the manual entries are not possible. Okay,
Mm,
and
okay.
one more thing you have to keep in your mind, that's nothing but this is applicable to any
Mm,
condition type, whatever it may be.
mm,
So now let me save it and see what is that we have maintained here, manual entries C, right? So which will allow us.
mm,
So now let me
okay.
create one sales ad.
Mm,
So let me give OR, and here the distribution channel is and the division.
mm,
Now let me give the customer number the same way, material.
mm,
And if we go through the conditions here, see here you can able to change the amount, right? The base price. You have made the, sorry, I think we have made it for
mm.
the PR00, right? So now let me make it for MR00 because that's what we are using in our pricing procedure. So now let me go through EMR00, and here see the manual entries is C here. Okay. So
Yeah.
now let me
Okay.
save it.
Mm,
And now if we create the sales order, then the system will allow us to
mm,
make the changes. See if we go through the conditions here, see here the price is 100 rupees, right? So we can make it as
mm.
150 here. See
Okay.
the 100 we have made it as 150. So here the system has allowed us to make the change, what is this, make the changes manually, as we have maintained the
Mm,
manual entries as C in the condition type controls, right? And
mm,
if we maintain the manual entries as D here, means not possible to process manually, and we
mm.
are maintaining it for the condition type MR00. Okay, so now
Mm.
let me save it.
Okay.
And if we create an order again, now let me go
Mm,
through the creation of the sales order again.
mm,
and see.
Hmm.
This is what we have made for MR00, right? So now, can
Yeah.
we able to make some changes to MR00 here?
Hmm.
No,
No, no, no, no.
because it was grayed out.
Hmm.
Because we have
Hmm.
unchecked the, not unchecked, we have made the manual entries are not possible.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is what is exactly the,
Okay.
yeah, this is what is exactly the use of the manual entries in the condition type control.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think you are clear with it.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have
Okay.
any queries in it, you can ask me now.
Okay. No, no. See.
Okay, then let us go to the next field here, which is nothing but header condition, right?
Okay.
So header condition is the condition which is applicable to all the line items in the sales document. That's what we are
Hmm.
discussing from the beginning. So it is
Yeah.
a condition which does not have any access sequence.
Hmm.
Okay, and which should be
Okay.
always processed manually. For example, if we take HA00 and HB00, let me go through HA00 and HB00. These two are the, what is that? Surcharge condition types, right? We have discussed
Manual
them.
entries.
So if we see these
Yeah.
two condition types for which we
Hmm.
can see the header condition was checked, and we cannot able to see any
Hmm.
access sequence here because we won't assign the access
Hmm.
sequence to the header condition.
Hmm.
Okay, and they will be processed
Yeah.
manually.
Hmm.
Okay, manually means, do you know that in the sales order we have to give them manually?
You have to in sales order.
Yes,
Hmm.
like we have to give manually because now it's not allowing us as we haven't placed this condition type in our pricing procedure, this one.
Hmm.
Okay, and if we
Okay.
change our pricing procedure in OVKK to our
Hmm.
sales organization, yeah, so actually this pricing procedure we have already placed.
Hmm.
So if we create a new sales order here,
Hmm.
and if we go to the header, and if we go to the conditions here, and if we give the HA00 or HB00, so it's now allowing, right?
Hmm.
And we can give some percentage here as it is the
Yeah.
percentage, what is this one, and HB00 is the value one. Okay, so here we have to
Hmm.
give some value.
Okay.
So I think you are clear with it. So now let me go through the remaining controls. See,
Hmm.
here you can see delete, value, amount,
Hmm.
so calculation type, then quantity relation, right?
Yeah.
Here, if the manual entries field, this one, is blank
Hmm.
or C,
Hmm.
then further you have the control whether to change the amount or value or the calculation type or whatever it may be, this. And if this value is
Hmm.
D, okay,
Hmm.
now let me save it. So if you uncheck this, or else if its value is D, then system will not allow us to change the 4 fields, these.
Okay.
Okay. What are these 4 fields? Amount or percentage, value, delete, and calculation type. These 4.
Okay.
Okay. They are connected with the manual entries here. So if the manual entries is D, then there is no use of these fields. Okay. So if the manual entries is C or is blank, then we will get a control that we can make the changes to the amount or to the value or to the calculation type or to delete. If the manual entries is D, means manual entries are not going to be allowed here. So in this case, there is no use of these 4 fields. So are you clear with me?
Clear.
So you cannot, of course, you can make some changes here, but it's not used because there is no use of these 4 fields. Even if you make check or uncheck, there will be no use if the manual entries here is D, because the system will not allow us to change something in the sales order manually. Okay.
Okay.
See, then the next one here is item condition, this one. Okay. Now let me make this changes. Yeah. Now the next one here is item condition. So let me go through our condition type MR00, right? See, what is header condition? Header condition is the condition which is applicable to all the line items in the sales document, and which we are going to give in the header level, and which will be processed manually. There will be no access sequence assigned to the header conditions.
Okay.
But if we come to the item conditions here, it is a condition which is applicable to the particular line item only in the sales document.
Okay.
Okay. It is a condition which have the access sequence and which can be processed automatically. See, I will let you know what exactly the difference between header condition and item condition. This is the header condition. Okay. And this is what is the item condition. Okay. So what is the first difference? Access sequence. Do we have the access sequence for the header conditions?
Don't have.
No. For the item conditions, we used to maintain. Okay. And what about the, what is this?
Condition
Yeah, what
record.
about the condition records?
Don't
If there is
maintain.
no access sequence, we won't maintain the condition records, as there is no access sequence. But here we will maintain the condition records, and these has to be processed manually.
Header condition manually.
Yes, we have to process them manually. Then we have to process them. We have to process the item conditions automatically. So here the automatically means if we maintain in VK11 in the transaction, then while you are creating the sales document, it will be processed automatically, right?
Yes.
And see, for the header conditions, what you have to do, you have to check what is this option in the condition type control, header condition.
Okay.
And for the item what is this item condition, you have to check the second one here, item condition option.
Item condition.
Okay, so this is what is the main difference between header condition and item condition in the condition type control.
Okay.
Okay, so I hope you are clear with it.
Clear.
Yeah, okay then. And if you have any queries in this regard, you can ask me now.
Clear.
Okay,
And,
then thank you.